So, we're here, it's me, Mr. London Plumber. We're doing something special, Worldplumbers Takeover Tour. We're in London. Hi everyone, so today I'll be working on these cooling towers, which are behind me on each side, and we've got some manifolds which are exactly the same. So these manifolds, I'm going to talk you guys through it, for some of us who don't understand them. So what it is, on a day-to-day basis, depending on the site and the requirements, you need to test these things. You need to test for your conductivity, you need to test for your pH level, and you need to test your bromine as well. That's very important inside cooling towers, and that's something which I do at the moment, daily. So, let's swiggle the camera around and let's go to the manifold. So here we have our manifold, and it's made up out of valves, which are here, strainers, which are here, more valves. It's made up of probes, which are here, a flow reader, which is here, another probe, and an actuator, which opens and closes when we need to dump water. And this is our digital dial, which actually will tell us our conductivity and how many millivolts we have in our water, and all types of little stuff like that. So that's just the beginning to the tour, and this part is going to be about water treatment. And if we go around the back, we can see that we have our bromine. Some of us might still be using chlorine. It's the same type of system, but bromine is just in a tablet form. I will show you what it's like later. So the bromine goes into our system over here, through this dial over here. And that works off of, the system we've got made at the moment is a pulse system. So it works upon how many pulses we want per minute. So it will stay open for 2 to 4 or however much you require it to do so. So this is the solenoid valve for that pulse system, which is here, which goes along and is fed here. So that's the solenoid valve. I'm sure we all know what the solenoid valve does, opens and closes. So you're going to see me do some maintenance on this soon. I don't really need to top up the system with bromine at the moment now, but I do want to show you guys. And we also have our own water meters telling you how much water the cooling tower is using. So that's the magnitude of the cooling tower. I'm actually going to do a proper full walk around so you can see it in all its glory, as you say as an engineer. So just so you guys can take in the size of it, of the unit, that's how big it is. And there's the steps as you go up. But what we'll do now, we'll just take some readings which I need to take, and I'll be putting them down because doing the job physically is only one part of it. I'm going to show you the full doings of the whole job. So before I forget, let me just tell you something. This is called 501, and this is a biocide to the chemicals which we have here. So the chlorine kills the bacteria and kills whatever comes on it, and then whatever the chlorine doesn't kill with these tablets, which I'm going to try and open for you while I hold the camera in my other hand. There you go, that's the tablets. We'll go inside those containers there. So this is the biocide, which is the 501, which is backing up the bromine, which is added into our system at this point here on the manifold. So I will be breaking down more and more about the manifold because it took me time to learn it, so I want everybody else to understand it as much as I do. So it's Mr. London Plumber. This is one of my first entries, so we're gonna get it. I'm on tour with Mr. London Plumber in London. Hi everyone, it's Mr. London Plumber. So we're back in London for the takeover tour. I hope you're enjoying it, innit? Because I'm enjoying making this content. And remember, you gotta just be interested in some of these things, innit? So today we're gonna speak about water sampling. So I've took my samples from the tower, which is upstairs. So we've got 4 different towers. I'm gonna show you how the process works and what we do here. So the first thing I like to do is do it in order, basically. So tower number 1, which I'm gonna start off with, it's gonna be easy for me to do. So I'm gonna take a sample. Got my water inside there, and I've got my pH level tester, which is gonna go inside here. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm gonna let that sort itself out, so it's gonna neutralize itself. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pour a little bit of water in, and I'm gonna pour it away. And now I'm gonna use some water to clean it out with. So this is just normal water to be cleaning out our test piece with. So once we want 10 ml of water inside there, and then if you watch closely and you just put it in, it should start to bubble. I don't know if you can see that, the bubbling part, and you can start to see it turning a little bit pink. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave that to just cook for a little bit. Sounds like a cooking show, innit? It's not really, it's plumbing. But, sounds good. We're just gonna use water to zero our machine, to recalibrate the machine itself. So every time you use this machine in particular, it needs recalibrating. So I'm just gonna show you the menu, what we've got to go to find our bromine. So, hopefully for the video purpose, the machine turns on. Oh well. So we're gonna go to test, and then we're gonna scroll down the menu to bromine. And these are the other things what it can test for, but we're not testing for those things at the moment. So handy little bit of machine. I'm gonna go to bromine, and we're gonna go to 0. So we 0 it. So now we're ready. And we go back to our test piece, which we can see there. And we're just gonna use the crusher and crumble it all up. Give it a little shake. And we're gonna pop it in. And how we're gonna get our reading. So our reading on that unit is 4.39. And we also have our reading for our water sampling test on the pH, which is gonna be 89.3. And here we have, now we've just done one tower and we need to do all the rest of them. So let's get to it and see how we get along with the day.